Hi, everybody. Julianne here again. I was asked recently to do a recording demonstrating pendulation, which is the process of spending some time in something uncomfortable that we don't want to feel or that might be too triggering or overwhelming for us, but then coming back out to notice the space. We use space as a resource in these inquiries. So anytime that if something is too difficult to be with, we can just spend a short amount of time there, but then open and notice that there's also space here. So we can do this with body contractions, and we can do it with words and pictures. So I'm just going to do a short guided process or guided inquiry, maybe some resting to demonstrate that so that you can use this anytime that you need to. So let's get yourself comfortable first. And get myself comfortable. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. If not, you can leave them open. But if you do leave them open, have soft, relaxed eyes. So just very gentle, soft, relaxed eyes. I'm just going to start with a couple of conscious breaths. So fully aware as the breath flows in and fully aware as it flows out. Also equally aware of the spaces or the pauses between each breath. And aware of the way the body moves with the breath. Start to notice the whole flow of the breath, like it's one movement. One continuous movement. You can start to make yourself just 5 to 10% more comfortable, more relaxed. And continue to follow the breathing, noticing even that it's not you that's breathing. Can you notice that sense of being breathed? Breath is just happening on its own. And as you start to become more aware of your body, notice if there's any particular contraction somewhere in your body. You might notice something in your throat, your chest, your stomach, or anywhere else in your body. Could feel like a tightness, something uncomfortable, something you don't want to feel. So let's practice pendulating with that uncomfortable feeling. So wherever it is in your body, just gently bringing your awareness into it. And if you're able to stay with it, great. Keep feeling and allowing it. And you can pull off any words or pictures like we normally would in inquiry and watch those as well, just one at a time. But if it's challenging, if it's re-triggering for you to feel this, then just spend a short amount of time in the feeling and then open your awareness and become aware of the space all around you. Just resting quietly in the space. If you need to open your eyes and look around the room, you can. And then when it feels okay, come back into the feeling. Just take a moment. You can use the thank you phrase if it helps you. Thank you for arising. I love you. Stay as long as you like. And if it's difficult for you to stay with the feeling, then shift attention back to the open space. Don't need to stay in the body too long. Notice that space is always here. It's a resource that we can use at any time. And then when it feels okay to do that, bring attention back into the sensation. Now you may have something velcroed to the sensation. There might be thoughts, which will show up as words or pictures. So whatever is associated with that, maybe it's, I don't want to feel this. That can even be the thought. You can even look at those words. If you're visual, watch them. Imagine them out in front of you and just look at them. If you're more auditory, you can just hear them. I'm visual, so I'm going to look at them. And again, with words or pictures, we can still pendulate. So just with relaxed eyes, just looking at the words or the pictures in front of you, and then expanding your awareness, noticing the space outside of them, even between them, between the letters if you're seeing words, even behind whatever you're seeing. And the metaphysical hands technique, which some of you may know, where we hold, just gently hold whatever words or pictures are in front of us. And on the in-breath, we focus on the words or pictures between our hands. And the out-breath, we focus on the space outside. And that's a nice way to pendulate. And holding what we're seeing can also help us to stay focused on. So if you've got words or pictures, practice pendulating with those. In-breath, focus on them. Out-breath, focus on the space. Or simply shift attention just gently back and forth. You can even shift your eyes to the space to the right, and then to the left of the words or pictures, and then back to the picture or the words. So this is how we can pendulate. When we do this, what we're seeing or feeling may not be so intense or so overwhelming. So it's a very gentle technique that is often used, or at least I often use it in inquiry when something is too big or too much to be with. As you continue doing this, you might notice that the words or pictures start to lose their charge. They might even fade away completely. When that happens, bring attention back into the body. Notice what's here now. It might be that original sensation or contraction or emotion. If it is, notice what it feels like now. Is it the same as before? Is it stronger or is it lighter? And continue feeling it as much as you're able to. And if it feels to be too much, open your awareness. Shift attention out to the space. And when you feel ready, bring attention back into the sensation. And then back out to the space. You can use this with the breath as well. On the in-breath, you can focus on the sensation. And on the out-breath, focus on the space, the openness outside your body. In-breath, focus on the sensation. Out-breath, focus on the space. As more words or pictures come up, you want to follow them. Take one element at a time, though. Slow the process down if you need to. So when words or pictures come up, only watch those words or pictures. Just focus on them. You can use the pendulating. In breath, focus on them. Out breath, focus on the space. In breath, focus on them. Out breath, focus on the space. As those start to relax, then come back into the body and feel. So again, if it's that same energy that you're feeling, then you can stay with that. If something new is calling your attention, you can bring your attention there. So go at your own pace. Whatever you're seeing, watch. But shift attention to the space outside of it, and even behind it, above it, below it, even the space between you and what you're looking at. And as that loses its charge, often it will disappear, not always, and bring your attention back into the body. This technique is really great for anytime there's a lot of trauma or stress or anxiety, anything that feels like it's too big or too much to be with. We don't have to force anything. We can be very gentle with ourselves and with what we're seeing and feeling. Practice this anytime you need to. It's also a great way to calm the nervous system anytime the nervous system gets overactivated. Notice if we're fixated on something, and then we can bring in the pendulation. Notice that space is always here. We have access to it at any time. So take another moment. And you can do this with eyes open or eyes closed. And if your eyes are still closed, whenever you're ready, you can begin to open them. Staying present in the body. Looking around the room. Noticing there's always space here. If you have any questions, you're welcome to reach out. Thank you.